we would never be cringy enough to sit here in Denmark with a load of Danishes in front of us, but here we are, Kevin. Help yourself.
Good man.
It's a little bit
Lovely.
cold. It's a little bit cold.
It's
but
freezing.
Would it be rude to put the hood up? We're a very modern media organisation now, so instead of actually having the papers, we have the PDFs of the papers, and also they're all in Danish, so we had to translate them because none of us have particularly good Danish. The first one is the cover of one of the Danish tabloids, BT Sporten, which has an Irish coffin, which, to be quite honest, seems just a little bit over the top.
Yeah, that's way. I saw that one before. I was like, what the hell's going on here? That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
The tabloid Ekstra Bladet, their headline is, Denmark is pure fog for the Irish. They do not know the Danes at all. It's limited to Eriksson and Schmeichel. The rest is pure fog for the Irish football fans before the playoff. That is an insult to you, the Irish football fans. They say you know nothing about Denmark except for Eriksson and Schmeichel.
Yeah, is that right? I know that Thomas Delaney. He's a paddy playing for
and the lad who has the
Denmark.
Irish name. Yeah. Brian Laudrup says the Irish team is insane, hard to open.
Yeah, insane is probably right. Yeah, hard to open. Yeah, it's probably a fair point, isn't it? For
There's
statement
an insanity there.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of insanity about us all, isn't there?
Again, this is off Google Translate, so there could be a little bit of lost in translation. 4,000 careless Irish people in Copenhagen. Huge party potential. There's a few of the Irish bars that we're going to have a look around later where the huge party potential is already being realised. There will be 2,345 Irish in the park tomorrow, or so they think, but at least 4,000 without a ticket. The DBU and the police invite them to watch the big match with the Danes and fear not to bother. So they're putting up a big screen somewhere in the city centre. If you don't have a ticket, don't go to the game, obviously, and go watch it on the big screen with the Danes. The broadsheet, Politiken, I was talking to one of their journalists yesterday. Their headline is, DBU fears chaos and annuls hundreds of Blackbird tickets to Ireland's match. DBU is keen on Danish people who sell tickets to Irish fans at the park. Like, this is a big story over here. I'm not sure why. They had a little bit of trouble in the game against Poland.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, well, we turned up at Cardiff. Did we have 2,800? That'd be right. About 3,000, whatever it was. We had 3,000 tickets or so for the Wales game, and we saw one or two scatterings of green around. But then we had a full a full section of supporters, a full section of Irish supporters that was within the Cardiff in the Wales crowd in Cardiff. So there'll never be an issue there. We know that, so that'll be fine.
Yeah, you just hope that it doesn't get to the case where they're literally going around pre-kick-off and picking people out and throwing them back onto the street. The other headline in Politiken is 15 years after Ireland's hard dog turned off, he can again win a World Cup role. Who could they be referring to?
Don't know. You tell me.
Roy Keane is one of Ireland's best ever players. Now he's a national team assistant.
Yeah.
Is that subtle? Their other headline is Gaelic football. Indigenous ball games are even more popular than football in Ireland. In Ireland, there's over 80,000 spectators for sports that are badly existing in Denmark. Barely existing in Denmark is really what the translation should be.
Meant to say, yeah.
You won't like this one. Ireland, a national team built on Sherlock Holmes methods. 15 of the Irish national teams scheduled to meet Denmark are born outside the country. They're not really Irish at all. They're essentially Bundyaki.
Right. So you're calling me Bundyaki then, Nate? Yeah. Is that
well, you were a pre-runner for Bundyaki.
You've just called me Bundyaki. That's what it is.
You're Bundyaki.
Yeah.
Connacht connection.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bundyaki? You having that?
You know, I'm not having Bundyaki. I don't agree with the rule. I think the rule's ridiculous.
It's the same thing that you did.
Is it really?
Yeah.
If that's what you think, then I'll give you your opinion.
Ireland.
I'll give you your opinion then. Give your opinion, yeah. Yeah.
They also go into the Irish cuisine, which you would have been very familiar with because you probably grew up in this. Boiled cabbage, meat and potatoes, and Guinness.
Yeah, you think.
Did you ever have boiled cabbage?
Yes.
Did you?
Of course I did.
Oh, no, I never had boiled cabbage.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you were obviously a wealthy fella. Jeez, we grew up with nothing. I grew up with nothing, so yeah, nothing at all. So I was dragged up.
While foreigners mock the Irish food kitchen, scientists discuss whether there is an Irish kitchen at all. Irons do not care. They still cook meat and cabbage with potatoes. What the hell is this? I didn't know that the foreigners mock the Irish food kitchen.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, they're still mocking us here in Denmark. That is your very high-tech run-through some of the headlines. I think they're all fine.
Oh,
the translation
fine,
was fine.
Yeah.
The coffin was a bit overboard.
That was a bit odd.
Should we return the favour on Tuesday?
Yeah, what could we have?
Yeah, we'll have to see how tonight goes first.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're freezing cold.
Yeah, it's freezing.
You got to
too
go
cold.
buy some clothes.
Yeah.
Go to the stadium. We'll talk to you later.